So I've been trying to get a refund from Daniel R. Perlman, who I hired, unfortunately, making the greatest mistake of my life, hiring this clown as an attorney. And I've been trying for years to get a refund, meaning I've had two occasions where I've been in communication with him for a refund. The first time he agreed, never heard back from him, of course, he disappeared. The second time, which was 2 weeks ago, said that he'd send me an agreement for the refund soon. And of course, never heard from him, sent him a few texts. And in awaiting this refund, I made a good faith effort to remove all the horrible reviews I left for him because I wanted to kind of, show in good faith that I want to resolve our situation amicably. And of course, I didn't hear from him back again after he claimed that he would send me an agreement for the refund soon. What is really interesting, though, is, I'm thinking, like, I only asked for a partial refund of the fees that I paid to this fraud, which was like $8,500. I ended up spending well over $100,000 to clean up Perlman's mess by hiring another attorney. And what's interesting is that, I started Googling his home address because I figured, like, okay, this guy doesn't have $8,000. He's an attorney. He probably doesn't have $8,000 because he's ignoring my texts. So let me see where he lives. And it turns out he lives in an apartment building by the freeway. So, like, dude, this guy's been practicing law for 30 years almost. Practicing law in LA. It's a pretty lucrative law market. And he lives in an apartment building by the freeway. How is that possible? So then that's when I realized, like, the guy doesn't have the money to return $8,500 for me. That must be like a fortune for him. So I'm not trying to make fun of the guy for not being successful. What I'm trying to show you is, like, dude, if you're a lawyer and you've been practicing for 30 years and you live in an apartment building that's rented next to the freeway, like, you're doing something wrong, Lawyers make really good money. And unless you're a clown and you misrepresent your clients like he did me and sign agreements that you'll represent them for the continuance of the case to conclusion of case, and then you abandon them and tell them to go fuck themselves, then they're going to probably, post your apartment building online to show other people, hey, this guy's not a successful lawyer. Stay away from him. He's creepy and he's a liar. He's manipulative. He tried to manipulate me into a felony plea deal. Dude, this guy is a second-rate lawyer. Do not hire him. And if you want to contact me regarding him or an experience that you had, please call me. Thank you.